Chapter 3 The Brightest Eyes. The medium wakes on the floor of Sleepy Vale, the same place where she's woken up for the past few days. Nights? Amity is happy to see her friend Luce is doing fine after her fall earlier. Then again, she doesn't understand the physics of this plane. She does know two things about this world. First, every direction in the world is the same shade of gray. It's impossible to tell where the ground starts and the sky ends. Then, there's the unsettling feeling of a demonic aura nearby. Her hand stands on end until the moment she returns home. Other than that, this place doesn't seem to have a reason to exist. Luce is back to climbing the single light fixture. She has a look of determination cemented in place. "I'm glad you're feeling better already," Amity calls out to her friend. She stands just inside the ring of light. Luce shrieks. Her arms flail around like a baby bird trying to fly for the first time. "Holy shit, Amity, you scared me!" The medium giggles at her friend's antics. "My bad." She moves to stand under the streetlight, her hands placed on her hips. Luce slides down the pole with more grace than Amity expected, like she's a pole dancer on the weekends. "Wait, how did you know I fell?" Luce is now suspicious of her friend. She now fears the whole situation is some kind of evil experiment. Or maybe Amity is an SCP keeping her locked away in a Terran space for her sick pleasure. Amity is also having an internal crisis. She fears what Luce will think of her when she reveals what she is. Understandably, nearly every person in school is skeptical, so friends are rare. "Luce, please understand that I'm still the same person, and that I still want to be friends no matter what." Luce's eyes widen to the size of dinner plates. Her heart drops to the pit of her stomach. I knew it!" she shouts, pointing at the traitor. Gauging the situation so far, things aren't looking great for Amity. Well, having a new friend was fun while it lasted. She really liked Luce. Maybe liked her? The blight looks away in shame. She should have said something sooner. But she didn't think it mattered, considering being stuck in this hellhole. "Yeah, I'm a medium for the afterlife to speak through." Amity looks back to Luce, her eyes becoming misty. "How long have you suspected who I am?" Luce's expression radically changes to confusion. This isn't what she thought was going to happen. "You're not a monster from the SCP Foundation?" The blight facepalms. She should have known Luce's imagination would jump to conclusions. "Luce, SCPs aren't real." Luce waves at the world around them. "I mean, yeah, I'm practically living in a creepypasta." The cursed teen flops on the bench. She lays on it like she's laying on the sofa at a therapist's office. "So you can talk to dead people?" Amity scratches the back of her neck, still nervous. "Yeah, my family can perform different types of magic." "That sounds pretty badass." "A gay necromancer." Luce smiles. "Sounds like the main protagonist of a fanfic I would have made." The blight giggles at the thought of Luce hunched over a desk at school, with one arm covering a notebook. "I'm not a necromancer, but I guess it can be cool." "Wait, does that mean you can summon demons?" Luce sits up on her elbows. Her charming smile has returned. But being asked if she can summon demons or raise the dead isn't charming, especially after being asked 1,000,000 times. "No, I can't summon demons." Amity rolls her eyes and plops down next to her cute friend. "And before you ask, no, that doesn't make me a witch. Any other questions?" She can see the gears in the other teen's head spinning. The pale teen is sure she's going to be entertained. Luce raises her hand like she's in class. Ooh, I got one. Were you born with magic? Or did a wacky misadventure give you magic?" Amity sits up a little straighter. her spine stiffening from the question. She hasn't been asked the origin of her power before. The pale teen hesitates. She still has her tarot card reading burning in the back of her mind. She needs to be true to herself and stop hiding. Let's just say I had a scary experience that woke in the spooky in me. Luz smiles like she's giving an audition for the Cheshire Cat. Ooh, do tell. I love a tragic backstory. Amity, being the best out of her siblings for deflecting questions, she tries to dodge Luz's request like a lawsuit. You need to be at least friend level 15 to unlock my tragic background. Luz tackles Amity, hovering on top of the pale teen with puppy dog eyes. Aww, but I thought we were tier 20. Those damn eyes. How could she ever say no? Fine, Amity huffs, pretending to be annoyed. Luz rolls off of her level 20 friend and celebrates before giving the other her full attention. She folds her legs under her neatly, like she's a kindergartner after a gold star. So, our magic comes from one side of my family, the Blights. It's not as powerful as people make it out to be. We can't turn water into wine kind of thing. She isn't sure how to explain the concept to someone outside of her family. Like the law of equivalent exchange? Luz lights up. She is so excited to learn something new. Yeah, we can't build a house without bricks. She ruffles her friend's hair. You only know that because of that one anime. Luz shrugs, trying to look innocent, like she doesn't binge anime every night. As I was saying, my siblings have illusion magic. When they were children, they imagined their toys could dance, and it happened. My mom touched her grandmother's crystal ball, and she could see the universe. Amity pauses, hoping Luz understands the trend. Luz's nose scrunches up. Does that mean you touched a dead body at some point? She gets an A for effort, but she's on the right track. She touched her first dead body when she was 12. It's just as gross as you can imagine. Close. The pale teen closes her eyes to recall the day her magic awakened. I was swimming in our pool with my siblings, and they dared me to touch the circle at the bottom. Luz covers her mouth in horror. She knows her siblings had her touch the water intake for the pool. I touched it, but the suction was so strong I couldn't get my hand free. When I woke up, I was in an empty reception area of a hotel. Amity rubs her sweaty palms on the shirt before continuing. I wandered around until a woman in the Day of the Dead face paint appeared. Luz, she was so beautiful. She had bright red skate shoes, black skinny jeans, and a white v-neck. Luz refrains from whispering, "Gay." Instead, she looks on with curiosity as to where the story is going. We talked for a while, until I figured out she was deaf. She told me my room is ready. She was holding up a key, but I needed to let go of my body before I could open the door. Like, what was I going to say? I'm fucking dead. So I take the key, and I wake up, puking up pool water. Amity holds Luz's sad gaze. She wants to tell her friend everything was fine afterwards, but it wasn't. I instantly felt something was wrong with me. Not physically. Like, a piece of who I am went missing. When I got home from the hospital, I saw the key waiting for me on top of my pillow. Ever since then, I could communicate with the other side. Luz is silent, with tears threatening to spill. She wraps her arms around Amity and squeezes with all of her strength. "I'm sorry," is all she managed to say. The pale teen returns the hug with just as much force. "Don't worry about it. I'm fine now." Luz jumps in fear. The moment she opens her arms, Amity is gone, like she never existed. She looks around for any sign of her friend. Instead of the warm smirk of the pale teen, Luz is greeted by a pair of glowing eyes. "Amity?"